everybody. Welcome to another episode of Good Times, Great Movies. We're an 80s movie podcast where every other week we watch a different movie from the 80s. I can't with your camera. And then we talk about it. I'm one of your two hosts. My name is Doug McCambridge. And I should, like, I set it up so I obscure myself. So I'm not distracted with doing my hair, curling my eyelashes, or whatever. So I only see you, but it's way more distracting because what your camera does. Yes, but
let me see if I can do it.
With me is Jamie Lorello.
Oh, I'm going to do a gallery view. Sorry, I was changing my view.
Holy shit.
I didn't realize I had that control. Hello, here I am.
Here we are, and we are here because, oh my God, it's Valentine's Day, or it's actually the day before Valentine's Day.
Right.
You're listening to this the Friday before Valentine's Day, and I could see kind of the fear in your eyes. Last time when we ended the episode, and I was like, Jamie, we don't do a whole lot of romantic movies, so I saw the fear in your eyes that I was going to choose a straight up porn. Like, I could see that you were like, oh no, where's this going?
Yeah.
And I was like, let's do a real, I would describe this as, all right, it's another way that pornography is described, but I would describe this as an adult movie for adults. This is nothing that, like, I knew about this movie, and I feel like I had seen parts of this.
I wondered, because Barrett was like, I know I've seen it. He's like, but I don't remember. He's like, and I feel like I might have seen it. I had not seen it.
Okay.
But we watched it together, and he had said that he had felt like he had seen it when he was younger, but that he did. He goes, and I was a little boy, so I would have remembered the racier scenes.
Sure, right.
But
yeah.
I wondered if maybe there was like not a made for TV, but an edited for TV version maybe that didn't have all those scenes.
I was going to say the same thing.
Is that what you think you watched too?
That is what I think I watched. Either that or my mother just covered my eyes during certain scenes when I was watching it. But no, like the racier stuff, I don't really remember.
And I feel like you would, because there's...
If I saw the beginning of this movie where I swear to God I'm seeing old man Robert Loggia's dick hanging out, I think I'd remember that.
Just casual too, like out of his boxers.
So casual. They're opening, like he's walking.
Like exactly, like it could have not been, but it is. And I was like, what do we? And I have to tell you, because we open up with a set, and I think we know this from what was our last Richard Gere movie, the Gigolo, American Gigolo?
Oh yeah, American Gigolo, yeah.
I think we both said that, respect for Richard Gere and his career, and clearly he does a great job in this. I'm not going to deny that, but I'm just not like a fan. Like I'm just, he doesn't do it for me, whatever.
Right. Oh yeah,
this movie opens up with him like looking out the window, and then there's like naked people in a bed. Yes. And I was like you said, I was worried that you might pick a porno. I was like, oh man, what is going on?
You're like, porno starring Richard Gere and Robert Loggia? I'm in. Let's go.
Yeah, I was. But then the movie progressed. We'll get into it.
Yeah, I did read an interview with Richard Gere, and it was a pretty contemporary interview, maybe like 5 years ago, and he mentioned, he's like, I will catch this movie every now and then on TV. Like I'll just go in, I'm staying at a hotel or whatever, and I turn on the TV and it's on and everything, and he's like, it's so rare that the beginning of this movie is shown. It makes it seem
so
like
it
makes it seem like even in not safe for TV cuts that they remove the beginning of this movie. And it just starts with him driving his motorcycle onto this base.
Oh, well, I see
you don't need the beginning.
Well,
but it's weird.
It is it is. Well, just so the audience knows, Pluto gives it to you. You have to do that with an hour extra commercials.
Did you watch it on Pluto?
I did.
Oh, you maniac. I tried to stop you. I couldn't believe how long it took to watch this movie.
Yeah. It was... But I got up, I got snacks, I got beverages in between every time.
That's fine. But
I made the breaks work for me. And when you had said that, and then I saw I decided to watch it a day I decided that I would break it up into 2 days, which I didn't end up doing. I didn't end up
you
doing
didn't?
that.
Oh, you were so into it.
But
You
I
were
was
like, I gotta
prepared
finish
for
this.
that.
Yes.
Well, I just was at a certain point. I was like, all right, I gotta see. I gotta know if he's gonna stay with her. I had to see, and yeah, I had to know.
Yeah, I have to say, and this is a public service announcement out there for people that watch Pluto, or if I assume his name is James Pluto, the guy that owns the station.
Sure.
Like, you got to cut it out with these commercials.
It's a little too much.
When I started
In between scenes, like
yeah, yeah. It's not even like you could put this on TV. They build in like almost commercial breaks, but he'd be in the middle of talking to someone and it would cut.
Yeah.
But like when I started this on Pluto, I looked and I was like, the runtime, I swear it was a typo. It said 2 hours and 44 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's a mistake. I looked online. I'm like, oh, this is like 2 hours and 3 minutes long. I swear they were just building in the commercial breaks. Yeah. I think it took almost 3 hours to watch this movie.
It was a lengthy film with the breaks, yeah. But
I'm gonna we save our thoughts to the end.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Folks, it's worth it. It's worth it. Give this movie 3 hours. I think it's totally worth it.
Yeah, I
love this. I love this movie. Like, loved it. This was a movie, and for watching it on Pluto, and for sitting through and suffering through all of the commercial breaks, I hate to ruin it at this point. At the end of the movie, I was like, I can watch this again. Like, I could literally hit play and watch the whole thing again.
Where I guess we'll discover it along the way while we do the dance, but all of it? It was all of it?
It was all of it. I think that I was as shocked as perhaps you are right now. That watching this, I was so invested in what was happening with the characters. I was like, what's gonna happen next? Oh no! Oh, he does come from a wealthy family. They're out to dinner, and it seems a fancy place. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah, the Oklahoma guy.
He's engaged to somebody.
I know.
I was
not engaged to somebody. Engaged to his brother's ex.
Yes.
What?
Yes. That's a whole movie. It's a prequel called Sweet Pea, and I would go watch it.
You would. You want to know. I was, having never seen it.
Let's do it. Let's just ruin this up top. I shouldn't have done it, but I did. So let's
why
go
not? It's a new year. Maybe it's a new us, right? I maybe this is a little silly goose of me, and it might be. Officer and a gentleman, I thought were two separate people that we were going to meet in this movie.
I
thought she was the officer and he was the gentleman.
When you texted me that, and you were like, I can't believe it was the same person. It's like, really? You thought she was the officer? And that movie is actually called Top Gun.
Right. So first I was like, oh, I see. He is both the officer and the gentleman. I see. Because it doesn't take you long to see. Because as we said, it starts out and we get a little bit of background information.
Oh, yeah, wait, should we get into it?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, all right. So I'll just go through some of the little facts in the cast here. Directed by Taylor Hackford. We haven't seen anything by him. Written by Douglas Day Stewart. The only movie that he wrote that we watched was the stinker called The Blue Lagoon, but he wrote that.
Well, there's that.
Yeah, I believe The Blue Lagoon has more sex scenes than this movie does.
I was going to say, the man can write a sex scene, I guess. Yes. All right.
I'm not crazy about the character name of Zack Mayo.
Mayonnaise.
And I believe
Italian,
it's only for that joke.
Yeah.
Played by Richard Gere. We saw him in American Gigolo. We haven't seen Debra Winger in anything. We haven't seen David Keith, who plays Sid, or I wrote his name as Sweet Pea through the whole thing because
Sid's name?
I just thought everybody would be calling him Sweet Pea. That never happened except for me in my notes.
I called him Oklahoma a bit because that's where he's from, right?
That's good. That's good. As long as we know who we're talking about. Robert Loggia, Amazon Women on the Moon, and of course, the grandfather in Over the Top.
Oh, right.
I found this interesting. Lisa Eilbacher, I'm going to say. Seeger, the girl, the female cadet.
Yeah.
She was apparently in that TV movie we watched, This House Possessed.
She was.
Barely remember that movie, but I guess
Was
she was
she
in
the
it.
girlfriend?
She was not the main character.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
was gonna be really excited if it was her.
Yeah, but no.
The little guy, the little
Oh,
guy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That chokes? That gun? That one? No.
No,
Yeah.
no, not the guy that chokes. That's David
Or that gets
Caruso.
choked. Oh, is it?
Wait, the
The
guy.
guy that
Wait,
gets choked out and then the redhead. Oh, that is
yeah,
David
that's David
Caruso.
Caruso. Yeah,
Yeah. Wow, yeah.
yeah. I'm talking about the little guy, the little Hispanic guy.
Oh, yes, 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 yes.
Of course. I mean, not of course. I'll get there in a second. Valley Girl. He was in Valley Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, he was in Disorderlies.
I don't
Oh.
remember.
And
Yeah.
of course, Jamie, we know him as Jefe from Three Amigos.
Oh, sí,
Yeah.
sí, 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 claro.
I
Claro que
haven't
sí.
seen Louis Gossett Jr. in anything, and David Caruso has only popped up in First Blood. So,
All right, so there's our cast.
whoo, that's our cast. It's a stacked cast
It
for
is.
a
It is.
1982 movie.
Yeah.
I blown away, blown away, Jamie,
Blown
blown
away.
away.
So again, had maybe seen this movie, but not remembering parts of it, right?
I
Seeing it.
remembered the big stuff. I knew what was going to happen to Oklahoma.
Oh,
I
you
remember,
did.
yes, I remember that. Don't remember what led up to it. Had
Okay.
no idea what led up to it. There was a lot of the Louis Gossett Jr. stuff I remembered. A lot of the
Okay.
basic training stuff I remembered. And I think the ending I only remembered because Homer and Marge did it in an episode of The Simpsons.
Ah, sweet.
But yeah, like I
Is that
remember
the cover? What's the cover? Or what's the?
it's the poster.
Yeah, the
It's a
poster.
weird posterized image of their two faces together, and then
Oh,
I think
thought it
down
would
in the
be.
corner he's holding her, but it's
That's
very small.
okay. Got
Yeah,
it. Okay.
should be the poster. It's great.
Yeah, it's great. So okay. So you had a good memory, but not maybe not a
No,
fully adult memory of it. And not that I mean
no,
like adult sexy. I mean like because I again, like you said, it is very adult themed
yeah,
with a lot of the things he goes through, and I feel
this
like
would bore the shit out of a kid.
yes, as a kid
Like,
watching it, you're just like, all right. Yeah,
uh-huh.
exactly. And maybe you're a little, you think it's funny, some of the Louis Gossett, some of the ways he, don't side eye that guy. That's all I'm saying.
I think I may have found that funny. I did remember a lot of those insult lines that he throws at the guys at
Yeah,
the beginning.
yeah. Okay.
But
All
that's not
right.
even where we start. We start with a. It's so strange, like this scene intercut with flashbacks of him as a kid.
Well, it gives us, I think it is a little jarring to start
Hmm.
this way, but it gives us a nice background on Zach or on Richard Gere's character.
Right, just call him Mayo. It's fine.
Mayo, and yeah, he's with his dad, who's clearly kind of just a dirtbag of a dude, right?
Yeah.
And just banging Filipino whores and not encouraging to his son at all. Just the whole interaction they have is just like, God, he's a miserable father.
Yeah. I mean,
And
we talked about in our episode on the new kids
yeah.
how somewhat
Oh.
inappropriate this father's relationship was
Yes.
when he
Yes.
slapped his daughter butt and he said, "Let's get this sexy butt in action," or whatever
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
said. That was tame compared to this
This is awful.
because it appears that they're just like sharing women. I don't know what's going on.
Is Richard Gere partaking or is he just there? I guess he's there out of camaraderie or to
I don't
impress
know
his
because
dad.
he's like getting ready for the day. He's
Yeah.
bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. He's certainly not throwing up in the toilet.
Ugh, like his dad does right there in
Yeah,
front of
that's
him. It's a
right.
whole scene. They share this dingy little apartment, and now, like you said, there's also flashbacks. So we get to
Yeah,
see little Richard Gere or little Mayo, and when he's a kid in the Philippines, growing up and just having a tough time of it, right? Getting picked on by
yeah.
the
I mean, it
locals.
starts with him sitting there with Robert Loggia, who I don't know, maybe they like color his hair to try and make him
Oh
look
yeah, to make
younger.
him look
He
younger.
never looks younger, but he's like, "Kid, I didn't even want you coming around. Yeah, I knocked up your mom. That really sucks. You shouldn't have come here to the Philippines." I'm like, what is happening? What
Yeah,
a
yeah.
greeting. You just got off the plane, I think.
Yeah, and that's his greeting basically. And do we find out right away or is it not till later that
It's
No.
it's in
When did
these
we find out
flashbacks.
that-
It's in
that
these
she committed
flashbacks.
suicide?
Yes, yes, yeah. It's during these flashbacks as a kid or as a young Richard Gere. I have no idea how old he's supposed to be in this movie. When he's like, I signed up for the Navy, I'm like, aren't you old to sign up for the Navy? Do they take people in their 30s?
Well, his dad's not happy about that. His dad's
No.
like, you're not gonna be good at it. Like, basically, right? He's like, it's just not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, let me see. Flashback: Philippine streets, street fights. Oh, he's joining the Navy because he wants to fly the jets.
That's right.
That's what he tells his dad. Oh, and his dad's like, because he has a tattoo, and his dad's like, they don't take tattoos in the Navy.
They don't take tattoos in the Navy, kid.
Yeah.
And then, like, he wants to, because as he leaves, or about when he's leaving, Robert Loach is like, but kid, didn't you like your graduation present I got you?
Yeah.
I assume college graduation, because at one point Robert Loach is like, they didn't teach you this at that fancy college you went to.
Yeah.
So I guess fresh out of college, clearly early to mid 30s, Richard Gere has
Early
had
to
enough.
Mid-30s.
Actually, he was 33 when he made this movie.
Was he? Was he?
Yeah. I had to look it up because he looked a little bit old to like be like, I'm joining the military.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a little bit old, but I guess he's supposed to be 21, 22 years old. But yeah, he wants to join the military. Robert Loggia, who I was waiting the entire movie, I was waiting for like him to come back and to be at his graduation or something.
Oh no, we're done. We're done with him here.
Yeah, it's really like this crazy storyline that they set up, and they're like, that's just his backstory. Don't worry about these weird characters.
Well, now we're going to focus on his now. Well, and I think because when he leaves, I even think he says it to him. Like when he does leave to join the Navy, it's over between them. Like he feels like he's a man now. He's moving on, and he didn't really need his dad or like his dad much anyway. So onward he goes, and we find out later.
It's tough to have this conversation when your dad's balls are hanging out of his underwear in front of you.
It's rough. It's rough.
It's yes.
Yeah.
It's a bizarre relationship these two have had. And I hope that going to college maybe cleared his head and made him a little more focused on his future.
And well, that's why he's joining the Navy. That's
4-year break from your dad, like from this dad.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Necessary. Yeah. So he arrives there then at Navy training. And Louis Gossett Jr. What a performance here, though, right?
Amazing.
Like, he won the award. Didn't he win an Academy Award for this performance?
Yeah.
As the sergeant. What is his name?
I just wrote Sergeant or Louis Gossett Jr. or Gossett or Jr. That's all I did in my notes. I know he's got a name. Hold on.
I do too.
Sergeant Foley, but who says that?
Foley, that's right. Well, they have even on there, I think they have T-shirts that say Foley Frogs or something on it.
Oh, yeah. They give them silly little names.
Because it's the thing you do when you're in those kinds of situations. Anyway.
Can I tell you my favorite part of this whole movie?
Yeah, I want to
know.
My
favorite part of this whole movie
the best.
is at the end of the movie when he rides his little motorbike up and he watches Louis Gossett Jr. dealing with a new group of recruits.
Yeah.
It's so sweet and it's so funny.
Same little routine that he gives them. Yeah.
And it appears to be later that afternoon. I'm like, does he get a day off? Does he ever get a day off?
Louis Gossett Jr.
They just graduated and it's like he turned around and these new guys got off the bus.
Yeah. Yeah. This is how it works.
And a 13-week program. Jamie, I'm pushing 50. I think I could do it.
Oh, do you think you can climb a wall?
No, I can't do that.
That exercise they do when they're in the little ship thing and it crashes into the water.
Okay, wait a second.
There was a couple of these things that I was like, I'm out.
Right.
I wouldn't do it.
But I feel like those are very Navy specific. I feel like I need one that takes place on land. It has nothing to do with like heights so much. Like I don't want the depressurized thing. I don't know what was going on in that scene. I could talk about that for 20 minutes. I have no idea why they're playing patty cake and he's reading cards.
I think that was to try to keep them focused in that kind of situation, I guess.
There's no way. If I were to go underwater, I could not unbuckle a seatbelt.
No,
I'd
I
be
would have
dead.
just freaked out as soon as it started going down because it starts roller coaster. I'd be like, I'm done. Like when they do make the what's his name, the redheaded guy give the thumbs up and he's like not sure if he would do it. I would be giving thumbs down.
Yeah, I'd be like,
no,
I think I'm quitting.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to do it. That's
need to front load training. First, that's a day one activity.
Yeah.
That's like you got your haircut. Here's what we're doing. I'm like, guys, I can be home by dinner. I'm done.
Yeah, I don't need this. I don't need these. It's too much anxiety for me. Is there an office job I can apply for?
Is there an office? Yeah, even the guys that work in the office had to do this. It seems inhumane, honestly.
I didn't like it. Not one.
But I did think it was, I don't know. I did think it was funny. There was just a tiny little pool. There's an ocean right there. And I'm like, all right, I mean, I guess this isn't that scary. I see a guy in a wetsuit right there.
Yeah, and he's ready to come down and save them. But it's the buckle. It's the belt.
It's the buckle, and you're freaking out, and you got red hair. You got a lot going against you, and you just can't do it. Yeah. And he's gone after that, right? Like, he's done. He's not at graduation.
No, he's not. Well, I would be too.
Yeah, when you have to be brought back to life to the guy who's calling you a piece of shit every day.
Well, who also choked you out? What about when he choked him out earlier?
Yes.
He didn't have a good run. They didn't have a good relationship.
It was a rough basic training for David Caruso.
Yeah. As a sergeant,
but
which
we just
they all
meet
are,
him,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they all are a little tough.
Oh, I thought you meant they all are sergeants. I was like, Jamie, no, they just got off a bus.
No, I'm saying like as in a lot of times in these movies, the sergeants are very, very. I mean, and I guess that's what it's like. I don't know. I was never in any kind of military sergeant, but I'm assuming this is their characters.
If you were to go, or if we were to go, let's say.
Yeah.
And a guy wasn't instantly screaming at me, I'd kind of be disappointed because I'm like, this is what every
part of the experience
show and movie told me was going to happen.
Now I have expectations. Well, so he is in their face yelling. One of his big pet peeves is he prefers people to use their peripheral vision. He doesn't like to be side-eyed. Is that the words he uses? Don't side-eye me.
Side-eyed, yeah. There's a lot of stuff he doesn't like, but...
Don't look me in the eye. He doesn't like to be looked in the eye. He likes to call them out as queers. I think when he meets what's his name? Oklahoma's name is
Sid.
Yeah. He tells them, "Oh, Oklahoma's home of steers and queers," which is the line he uses later on another guy. It's
so great. He's like, "You don't look like a steer to me."
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a really great line. And at one point he asks the guy, "Do you want to fuck me up the ass?" And I was like, "What? Where did that come from?"
Yeah. He gets pretty spicy pretty soon on.
He calls one guy Dick Brain. I think he calls Richard Gere Dick Brain, but then he finds out his name's Mayo, and it's mayonnaise.
Yeah.
And I like how he's like, and here's the thing, most of you're not going to make it to graduation. Jamie, I'm pretty sure they all made it to graduation, except for David Caruso.
Except for David Caruso, yeah.
Because there's a big thing. It's called drop on request. Your DOR.
Drop on request.
You're going to give me your DOR. This is what he's screaming at him about in the rain later. Just give me your DOR, da-da-da-da-da. But that's what he says. He's like, half of you won't make it to graduation, whatever. 13 weeks.
13 weeks? Could you do it? Maybe if you met Debra Winger. Would help.
That would help. Yeah, that would help. Yeah. Apparently, you don't really have to spend much time on the base. That's what this movie taught me.
You get a lot of free time. I found
that. It appears you do.
Yeah, and you could be off campus. Like you could get hotel rooms and hang out at bars.
Yeah.
Still wear your uniform, so it's impressive to the public.
Oh, when you get to wear your fancy whites and stuff.
Yeah. It's fun.
Impressive. I don't know. I mean, if you see a bunch of guys dressed in plaid, like maybe stay away from them.
Yeah. Well, he does try to.
He does try to. Him. Okay. When I said I'm blown away by this movie and I loved it. Okay, I want to temper things because you said at the very beginning, you and I both, American Gigolo, weren't that impressed by Richard Gere.
Well, I think
he's asked to do things in this movie that I'm like, this is well above what he's capable of doing. Number one, crying and screaming. Not great.
Lots of it.
Yeah, he's not good at it. Number two, karate moves. When he's fighting those hillbillies, I was trying so hard not to laugh. It was hilarious to watch him getting his little like karate stance and stuff. It's so unnatural for this like squinty, like suave, like cute guy. Like it's a very strange thing to ask him to do.
But this is what he picked up. We saw a little bit of it. And when he was living in the Philippines.
Yep, the streets of the Philippines.
Sure. So,
let's cut to, should we go to a cardboard box factory real quick? Because it is the quickest cut. After they're yelled at by Lou Gossett Jr., we just see a cardboard box factory.
Family.
Yeah, and a woman working there. But that's it. Like,
I don't completely understand the ties to I guess it's just like they know these guys need ladies around sometimes, so they go to the factory and they're warmly welcome. Because even when they go to the party, or the what do you call it? Like it's like a dance almost that they have. And there's the lineup of sort of officials that they're greeting at the door. When the girls walk in, we haven't met these girls yet, but later when they come to this dance or whatever you want to call it, formal, Oklahoma asks to be introduced to them, like as if they are some kind of like
he asks some elderly Southern belle or whatever this
of one of the like
I mean, I do think that because they see them with her, they know that she knows them. But we'll get into that in a minute, because we cut from this cardboard box factory where I'm like, oh, what's happening? Oh, lady working a cardboard box factory. Then we're back and we're getting haircuts.
Yeah, we're getting buzzed.
And
we do.
This is important because this is something that runs through the movie. They are warned about women in the town, local ladies, just looking for a naval man. And they will try and trick you into impregnating them. Because I even think Lou Gossett Jr. is like, if they say that they're on the pill, you don't trust them. Just be very safe and everything like that.
These are warnings these fellas need. You know?
Sure.
These are real life facts.
They're just children of 33 to 34 years old, Jamie. Well, they don't know the ropes yet.
And some of them don't seem, like one of them has a wife already and a family that he's eager to get back to. None of them go out quite as much as these two do, right? Like, right?
Or they're just out other places. But it really seems like these two are taking liberties. Like, I guess I don't have to do training for 3 days.
Right.
How
I get
is
a long
that possible?
Weekends, 13 weeks. Lots of long weekends. I don't know. It depends. Right?
Do they have the weekends off?
I guess
you know what?
They would.
Last time we covered, I believe it was Stripes or something like that. We had so many questions about the military, and I had somebody reach out and was just answering each one of our questions about how it works. So hopefully they can get in here and they can let us know if an officer and a gentleman is a more accurate representation of basic training than Stripes.
Okay.
That's my main question.
I do wonder.
I really want to know which one is. Which one can I expect? How zany is it?
Or how tough? Because it appears to be tough. Let's see.
Sure.
Oh, the push-ups. They have to do push-ups because they're big asses.
They're doing push-ups. They're constantly doing push-ups. Like
push-ups in the rain, push-ups in the mud, push-ups with new haircuts.
And is it?
It's another thing.
I don't want to sound like I'm smarter or better than anyone, because I'm not really smarter or better than anyone. But do some of these people that sign up for the military, are they total idiots? Like, if Lou Gossett Jr. is yelling at me and screaming at me, you know what I'm not doing? Standing there and making wisecracks when he might not be looking my direction.
Might not be the best. Yeah.
I am just eyes forward, yes sir, no sir. I am not making waves, because you then just have to do push-ups, and at one point they're running as a group, and he and Sid are talking and laughing, and that female cadet's laughing with them, and then suddenly Lou Gossett Jr. is like, all right, everybody, 2 more miles because of these assholes.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
You really got to be on your best behavior, but it's hard to do when you're feeling a little bit rebellious.
I guess.
It's hard to do when you don't you know, well,
No, well, first of all, it's a great argument. It's a great argument. Well, well, whatever. But at one point, while they are doing, I believe, 50 push-ups, wowzers.
yeah.
Maybe.
This is again, they were all throughout the movie when they
Yeah.
started to do some of their activities, even when it started with the push-ups. First of all, with the shaved head, I'm like, well, I don't know that I'd like that, but I guess it's part of what you have to do.
You could deal with it.
Then the push-ups, I was like, I'm really not good at them. I'd have to do wall-ups. I'd have to request to do them against the wall or to do them on my knees.
On your knees.
Yeah.
But also, like, it appears, and again, people that were in the military, please let me know, because what's her name? What's the female cadet? I wrote her name down a bunch. Seeger. Seeger can't do certain things because they're all doing push-ups and Seeger has to do push-ups, and she gets like 5 in and is total done. And even Lou Gossett Jr. doesn't seem happy about it, but he's like, Seeger, get up. You got to work on your upper body strength. And when she can't make it over the wall, he's like, just walk around. And I'm like, can you do that? Are you allowed to just be like, I can't do this? And they say, just skip it for now.
Well, I think then we see later when they're in that class, that's where Seeger shines.
That's where she excels.
She's got the knowledge. So where she maybe lacks in some of the power and the strength, which she makes up for. Like, I did love that. So
they keep her around because they know she's got the brains to do the military stuff.
You got to pass all the areas, right? So some of them, clearly, even Mayo isn't good. He's cheating in that class.
He's having a hard time with the smarts,
but she's got it. So they're rated on all aspects. So, you know.
Yeah.
We're doing
I don't know. I the whole time I had no idea if you were able to see it, and it took everything for me not to react to what is happening.
I don't even know how.
I don't understand what you're.
How
is your camera doing this? You were like, I unchecked the thing where the camera's just going to think for itself.
I did.
It's worse than it's
worse.
I
know. It's awful. It's really awful. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry for the people that watch the visual component of this.
Oh, I'm sure it's highly entertaining.
Yeah,
but they're doing push-ups, and these two, Oklahoma and Mayo, they see a couple of bodacious babes.
Well, yeah, they're in these little tight dresses, and it's summertime, and they're young, and they're not in any kind of a uniform. They're in a dress, as we said. And again, when they come, they are saying hello to. They're
giving her records. They have a pile of records in their hands, and they're giving it to some old lady.
Is it for the? I don't know.
Maybe no, but the party seems so far in the future. At least a week or two in the future. I mean, maybe that's what the records are there for. But when they meet them at the party, because they're even like, "We're those dudes that were doing push-ups."
Oh yeah.
We saw you, and they're like, "What? When?" They even have to. So I don't know. I guess that's what the records are for. There never seems to be any explanation as to why they were at the base, what their relationship is with this woman, why any of this is happening.
No, but we just know that they're connected to the base more than just like they seem to be a little more than just the town floozies, a little more, because they do have that extra connection there. What it is, IDK. And it doesn't really come to, but this is their
IDK too, because you're talking about all these other town floozies. We never see anyone else. Like, we never see any other women putting any moves on anyone of these guys.
Yeah, it's just these two that are coming in hot. Yeah.
They seem so, there seem to be so few ladies that Seeger has to dance with a guy at the dance, and they make a big deal about it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah.
They also see that there are these other recruits that are wearing like fun yellow sweatshirts running.
I think they're near the end of it.
Yes,
right?
they're at the end.
They're a lot more because they're into the beginning parts of their training, and they are running along the beach. They go through these tunnels and this abandoned, I don't know what it is, like parking lot. I don't know what it is where they're practicing their runs and
it looks like a setup for a Nickelodeon kids obstacle course or something. It's just this pile of cement in the middle of nothing.
Yeah, and they're running and doing their climbings and their different their workings outs, if you will. And then
Yeah.
there's another team, another squad. What do you call them?
I'd call them a squad.
That is definitely in a better shape, more
Right.
aligned, running in a together, cohesive way, matching sweatshirts with pictures on them. And I think Louis Gossett Jr. is like, yeah, you're never gonna be those guys. Like again,
Yeah.
no hope in the
I
man.
want you to get a job as Louis Gossett Jr. in this, where you're like, we got to run in a more together, cohesive way. At the end of 13 weeks, you're going to be together, cohesive, and we're going to be running, and you're never going to make it.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't be that kind of negative.
No.
It's
I'd
not
be
my
like,
jam.
guys, you'll be fine. Like,
Yeah.
honestly,
We'll
just
figure it
get
out.
through it.
Yeah.
You know what?
Just get
just get through it together.
What
I'd
a
be like,
sorry, guys.
yeah.
We're just gonna get through this, okay? It might be tough for some of you, but we'll be okay.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Remember
guys,
your
it's
breath.
raining. Now, I don't want to go out there. If you don't say anything about it, I'm not going to say anything about it.
And we won't just do it.
I'll just make check
Who
marks
wants
on
to
the
have
paper.
a movie night? Who wants to have a movie night in the barracks? I think we do. I think we should. There's something that our friend here, Mayo comes up with, where he gets the. Does he do the buckle shining and the boot shining, or is he buying shiny boots and buckles like under like black market style?
I had the same question you did, because when we see him buying them, it's just in like a pillowcase.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you can't have pre-shined buckles like rubbing against each other. They're going to get all scratched up. And you shine boots in here rubbing against other boots. I was like, this does not seem smart. But so I don't know if he's just really good at shining buckles and boots, and somebody just gives him the supplies and then he takes his time to shine them. That's
what I thought, because then later when it's at the end and he does kind of give one to the guy that kept asking for one.
Oh, he gives him a bunch. It's great.
Yeah. I thought it was him doing them, and he was making kind of some extra cash out of the fact that it's just like, I think they make an arrangement with what's her name about helping, or no, who makes an arrangement?
With who?
Sorry, I know, but let me be clear on the names. Mayo makes an arrangement with Oklahoma, right? Is it Oklahoma? Who catches Mayo?
Oklahoma.
The bag, Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
So then they make an arrangement where he's like, well, if you help me with the work, then I'll help you with your buckles, right?
Yeah, because I guess Oklahoma is also good at the book learning. Yeah. So he's like, if you help me study for this, or maybe cheat on the test, who knows? I'll... Because Oklahoma wants a cut of the profits, or he won't tell anyone. Whatever.
Yeah, I didn't understand their deal completely, but I did see how it.
And also with all the stuff happening, I understand you almost drown, or you kind of do drown during an activity. Maybe you should go home. If you can't climb a wall, you got to go home. But if you are busted selling contraband, you're fine to stay.
Well, I think he had a talk with him, and that's when he punished him a little bit, right? Didn't he get some kind of? But that's
when he ran him around in the rain and made him do a bunch of push-ups and yelled and screamed at him. But it wasn't like, you're done.
Well,
but it seems that Seeger has to climb that wall, or she's out of the unit.
She gets it done though. With the help of a little help from her
I know she gets it done. I'm just saying. And who am I to say that the military doesn't have their priorities straight? I think the guy is bringing in pre-shined belt buckles and pre-shined shoes, and he's hiding shit in drop ceiling. Maybe that guy shouldn't graduate.
Well, he's got.
But also, I'm letting them not go in the rain. So who am I to talk?
Right. Who are you? Who? What kind of sergeant would you be? All right, let's see. Mayo has a hard time in the aerodynamics class.
Yeah.
Mayo is we do in the beginning until he does form this really sweet bond.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, before he farms his sweet bond with Oklahoma or Sid. Mayo is really kind of the outcast of the group. He really hangs very much alone. And while the team encourages each other, or the team, the troop, gang, the
Troop Beverly Hills.
well, they encourage each other on things like their obstacle courses and their runs. He and of course our sergeant sees this.
Oh,
Sergeant
yeah.
Foley has taken this in.
Yeah.
That and that's part of being, I guess, a good soldier, is to also build the bonds, not just
Well, that's
have
what he
your
says
own
to him later when he's
independence,
mad. He's
right.
like, who would want to get in a plane with you? You're
Yeah,
only
you're
looking out for
selfish.
yourself. Yes. Yeah. And I do love it because he's great at it. He's great at the obstacle course. That's a big thing where he's like, I'm going to break this obstacle course record and get my name on a wall. I don't know what he's talking about. I guess I missed that scene. But he's so good at the obstacle course, and that's what makes the end so much better when he helps secrets.
It's so
wonderful.
special. It is
Yeah,
special.
It really is.
It's very special. So then they make the deal, and then we are at the
We're at the dance.
at the dance. Yes.
Yes.
And this is where I guess these are the kind of situations where you do start to bond, because this is where our friend, I want to call him Zach sometimes too, even though it's a goofy name.
Call him Zach. Zach's not a goofy name. Mayo's a goofy name. But
I know, but
constantly
Zach,
calls him Mayo.
So Mayo and Oklahoma kind of bond because they're kind of making these little observations about the dance or the right.
And they're making little snide remarks and comments like, "Oh, look, that guy, his wife's here" or something. I don't know what they're mocking, but it all stops. They stop making fun when they see those ladies that had their records earlier coming in.
They walk in,
and they approach them for a drink and a dance. First of all, Mayo doesn't dance.
Oh yeah.
So he's like, "You want to go get a drink?" But Oklahoma, he's up for anything.
Yeah,
so the two of them. Yeah, it's Paula and Lynette.
Oh, I knew she was Paula, because at the end, way to go, Paula.
Yeah, Lynette looks kind of. I like Lynette's character arc when she's kind of upset when it's like, she got her man at the end and mine's dead. Spoiler, but then they show her maybe 2 times being upset, and then they show her again. She's like, "Way to go, Paula!"
Yeah.
Like, great.
She's proud. She's really proud of her
Way
friend.
to be happy for your friend.
Herself,
That's great. Yeah.
These two bond, Mayo and Paula, with their drinks. He tells her how he's a Italian and a WAP. He says.
Yep.
And he's got an Irish mom, is what the background he gives her. And she shares a little background with him about how she's working hard. She's got a good job, and she's working hard to save her money so that she can travel someday. That's what she wants to do.
Exactly.
Right? Meanwhile, the other two are bonding over some sad stuff.
Tragedy. I was like, what is this?
Things get heavy real quick with Sid and Lynette. They're on the dance floor. They're dancing together. They're talking about... She's talking about that she had a brother who was in Vietnam and died.
Yep.
He also had a brother who was in Vietnam and died.
Yeah.
And I think he would keep talking. One of them is finally like, I don't really want to talk about this.
It's him that's like, can we maybe
him.
Talk about something else? And she's like, okay, whatever, let's go for it.
Making some talk, And
it's really funny because, yes, they're bonding over like shared trauma, and it's kind of nice. And I do love how the other two, Mayo and Paula, at one point, he's like, I don't know, like, I just think this is really tough. And she's like, don't drop out, man. You got to envision yourself making it. And if you do that, you're definitely going to make it. And I'm like, this is sweet, but also really weird. Like, you just met each other.
This
and
is
the
her,
conversation these two are having is really funny.
Yeah. But this is where I got it. I got the romance part of this, right? Is that these two just, it's like when you have chemistry with a person, you just click and you just like become this open book, and there's no there's of course a sexual attraction there, but there's also very much just a like, I could tell you all my things.
Oh yeah.
I could be this person for you.
Hey, you want some fun behind the scenes stuff? These two, Mayo and Paula, they hated each other.
Did they?
Hated each other.
How is that possible?
She said acting against him was like acting against a brick wall, which I kind of get.
Oh.
He's not emoting or anything. And he thought that she just thought her shit didn't stink and was, yeah. But yeah, there were interviews with both of them where they were like, if we were not on screen together, we tried to stay as far apart as possible.
Well, then I guess that says a lot because they do pull off a pretty adorable chemistry on screen.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Say a lot.
Yeah, it is impressive. I always like to hear when actors don't get along, they do such a great job. Like those two ding-dongs that were in the X-Files. Apparently they hated each other the whole time.
Oh, right.
Show was on forever. Like,
yeah, and you would never know that they had these feelings.
Yeah. David Duchovny's not a ding-dong, and neither is What's-Her-Face.
All right, well, there you have it.
I don't know what her name is. Gillian Anderson?
That's it.
Okay, all right, great. Yeah.
Good job. You did.
I never saw a single episode of X-Files in my life.
Oh, you called them ding-dongs.
Well, maybe that's why I'm like, I'm not ready for this ding-dong alien shit, so I didn't watch it, I guess.
Yeah.
Then, after they have a little bit of drinking and a little bit of dancing, they're like, hey, let's get out of here. And I want to know.
To the beach. How close are they to the beach? It's a lovely little place.
Right there. I want to know how they decided, like, what couple's going to have sex in the car and what couple's going to have sex on the beach. And I don't want to say have to. I don't know what I'd prefer. The car's pretty cramped, but the beach has a lot of sand.
No, the beach can be very romantic.
At night? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay. I think we know which one you go for, but anyway. All right.
Well, and this is like a slow. First, I will say, maybe you can tell there's tension between them because when they make out, I guess it's supposed to be passion, but Richard Gere looks like he's eating Debra Winger's face. It's an aggressive form of making out, but I guess that's passion, right?
I guess. I do find as I get, not even as I get older, I think it's just as I've consumed so much media in my life, there really are two ways to go about kissing in movies. And it's just like the most chaste, like closed mouth mushing against the other person.
Yeah.
Or I see tongues. Like there seems to be nothing ever in between in movies. It's either one or the other.
Well, this is some aggressive making out, but this is when we have our first scene like here. It's very modest. They just walk to the beach. They make out hardcore.
Sure.
And then he says, "Let's go to the beach," and she says, "Okay." And we don't see. Later on, all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, "Okay, we're all about the nudity friendly here. That's fine." But that's not what we
nudity friendly.
That's not what we see.
That's a sign on the beach. It's not a nude beach, but if you're into it, that's okay.
Oh my gosh.
And after this event, again, like in my head, I'm still like, oh no, remember, I hope you guys are wearing protection. These ladies are after you or whatever.
You're still worried. Yeah.
Well, we immediately cut to Louis Gossett Jr., who in this training, one of the things you have to do to get in the Navy is basically get karate chopped by your commanding officer.
He's got it.
What is this?
I feel like to Louis Gossett Jr., this is like the next level of this is like his extra that he gives them. Not every troop and not every soldier gets this karate training.
Oh, I guarantee you this is not sanctioned by the Navy.
He thinks it's an important addition. And he thinks that this is going to help to save them.
Yes.
And they're all rolling their eyes because they think he's a bit much, and he's coming out ready to teach them these karate skills. And he pulls what's his name up on the
David Caruso, just because he's like, I see you hiding back there. You don't want to make direct eye contact with me. Get up here.
Yeah. I'm a working lady tonight. We can't.
So
there's that. What if I just put that? Okay.
So he does, as we said, he brings them into a hangar, and there's like a mat. I thought it was going to be boxing. I was all ready for boxing. And the fact that it was karate was just so funny.
Yeah.
And he brings David Caruso up, basically beats him up, almost strangles him to death.
Yes.
And then is basically like, get out of here.
Yeah.
End of scene. That's what we
and everyone's
watched.
kind of annoyed with him, like, oh God, he's
I'd be annoyed too.
Yeah.
This again seems to be something secret. It's his own little thing where he just wants to beat up the people that he's in charge of.
Yeah. It's not a good look.
Oh, all right. So the ladies meet them then at the local bar. And they all decide to go to a motel.
Right. They hang out for a drink, maybe.
Maybe.
Now, wait, before they decide to go to the motel, and on the way out,
right,
they're sort of harassed or whatever by a bunch of pool players, little locals.
Sure.
And they kind of play it cool, and they're like, you know what, we don't want any trouble. We're just going to keep moving along. And then the group comes out to kind of fight.
Exactly.
And Mayo's like, you don't want this. I don't want to hit you. Don't make me hit you. And then Mayo pulls out these insane karate moves. Like you said, it's Richard Gere doing karate in the streets in his sailor outfit. Yeah, right? Or in his Navy outfit.
He's roundhouse kicking people in the face. He's doing karate chops. And then he's like, oh, huh, you want some? Huh? You want some?
Yeah.
Huh? Huh? It's very funny. It's the funniest part of the movie. I loved it. It was great. And then apparently this makes him very upset that he beat these guys up because now they're in the hotel room.
It's like a moral thing. Like he's in the hotel and he's there with Debra Winger and he's like, I shouldn't have done it. I should have showed some more restraint. I can't believe I didn't. She's like, well, he didn't give you a choice. It's what you did. And he kind of is a dick to her and is like, I just want to be alone. And she's like, but I want to be your friend about this. Like, and he's like, well, what is it? You want to have sex? Is that what you want? And she's like, I mean, they've only had a few dates, but already she's like, no, I think we're just like friends too. And I'm not just here to like be that to you. And finally she does yell at him because he's kind of just, like I said, a dick to her. And as she's trying to get out the door, she's having some issues and she's upset. And then he comes to her and makes out with the back of her neck.
Yep.
And then all is forgiven.
Yeah, it's like this movie is just like broken people dealing with other broken people. The movie, like that's exactly what this thing is. And the one guy,
his move. This is his move.
Oh
he
yeah,
does it later to his friend. Shh. Shh.
You know what?
Yeah.
If I had to describe what Richard Gere's move probably is, that would be it. Just him going shh with his squinty little eyes.
Yeah,
like, shh. Yeah. That makes total sense.
Yeah, that is.
That's his. Here's what I was impressed with, Jamie. I love this. Great. Okay, we don't really see a sex scene here. We'll see one later or whatever. It's totally fine. Next day, a hotel room with a kitchen in here.
Oh yeah, whole kitchenette.
Yes. I was like, this is luxury.
It's a nice kitchen. It's a nice hotel that they got. Right.
Yeah. It's a big room with a kitchen. She's
making eggs.
Where did this stuff come from? I have no idea. Did motels in the early 80s come pre-stocked?
Big windows looking out on the beach. It's beautiful. Right. Yeah.
It really is. Yeah. So she makes a breakfast. Doesn't make breakfast for herself, which I didn't appreciate that. Because she just sits down and like watches him eat.
My thinking is maybe she ate beforehand.
I was going to say, if this is anything like me, if I have to make food for my kids, I eat as I make the food.
Oh, yeah.
And then by the time it gets to them, I've already eaten. I'm totally good.
Right.
Yeah. I hope she got something to eat. But anyway. But he still, even at this point, he still seems suspicious of her at one point. He says something. I forget what he says. And she's like, no. She's like, I just want to have a good time until you leave. Like, that's it. That's all I'm here for. And I understand
he's
that's
keeping
what
in
you're
mind the words of the
exactly. So now we come to they get tossed in a pool, strapped into a cage, which is the craziest thing. I thought Lou Gossett Jr. doing karate to these people was insane.
No,
I couldn't believe it. And I wrote in my notes, this is scary.
It is. I did not like it. Yeah, I was like, I'm done. If I'm in training with this, I'm done. And
the married guy, he goes first. And it appears that he has been given no instructions at all as to what to do because he has to feel like an idiot. First of all, he has to be saved.
He's the first one up, right?
He has to be saved. Yeah. He has to be pulled out by the scuba diver. And then immediately after that, we watch Richard Gere and Seeger do this flawlessly. Just
back to back.
No fear in their eyes. They're out immediately up to the surface. And if I'm this guy, I'm like, why couldn't I have watched somebody do this first?
Yeah, they're swimming back up like, waving on their way. Yeah.
Seeger's very proud of herself.
Yeah.
Oh, and then it's time for David Caruso to do it.
Man. And we already know he's been nervous from the start.
He just got choked out by the guy, I assume, the day before.
So I want to say he's already going to have issues breathing. Now you're going to put him underwater? And he's even questioning them when he's up top. He's like, so this is good, right? This is how it works, and we're okay? Like, you did safety checks on the equipment on this? And they're like, no, this is good. He's like, this is like, and it's supposed to simulate what? Like an airplane crashing into the water, and then how they would have to get out and
exactly
save themselves, right?
Yeah. Which, I don't know. It seems so scary. But also the idea of flying planes seems scary to me, so I don't think I'm going into the Navy at all.
Yeah,
right.
Not your jam.
And the Navy, shouldn't it just be water? Why are we flying planes? Isn't that the Air Force? I don't know anything. I don't know anything about the military.
I called him a sailor a minute ago. What do I know?
I mean, I don't know if you're in the Navy. Aren't you a sailor?
I guess. Are you? Are you a Navy sailor?
I'm a Navy sailor. I don't think anybody's referring to themselves that way. But David Caruso has a real bad time. He's under there for way too long. It appears that the moment he hits the water, I'm pretty sure he just inhaled the entire pool.
Oh, he's just panicked. He just crapped his pants is what happened. And then he does. Not only, so the diver that's what is it, like lifeguard diver that's in there is having a hard time saving him too, because I think Caruso kind of freaks out and is grabbing him.
Yeah.
So Gossett Jr. has to jump in to save them all.
Yeah.
And of course, the team, the tribe, the group is on pins and needles trying to see if they're going to make it.
I think I threw out at least 4 words for them, and I don't think hit anything that sounds like the military at all. But Gossett Jr. has to give David Caruso mouth to mouth so that the water, which is filling his lungs, can be barfed out.
Yeah.
And then that's it, Caruso. You're out of this movie.
Yeah.
And I don't even think anybody says that he's gone, right? There's no discussion about this.
I don't think so, but I think it's probably for his own safety.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of what Gossett, or what the sergeant was trying to do, was say, that's what you have to do as a sergeant, right?
Who can handle it?
Get the weak ones out. And I think he knew from the start that this was a weaker one. And he couldn't choke him to death because that's...
He tried.
Yeah.
I mean, he did.
So, right. So this is what worked. This is what he did. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, what worked? What didn't work, I guess.
Also, he's not the only one having a hard time, because the married man, for some reason, cannot shine a belt buckle, which I found hilarious because I kept thinking, how tough is it? Like, how it's so small, and
but you got to get it so
not
shiny.
Polish it? I didn't understand how he had such a hard time with this. But he begs,
and it's shoes. You got to shine buckles and shoes. Yeah.
Yes, but he begs Mayo for help because Mayo's been stashing possibly pre-shined belt buckles and shoes.
Well, there's an inspection.
The drop ceiling.
And there's an inspection about, I guess it's a surprise inspection about to happen there. And in the drop ceiling is these extras,
Right.
And he begs them.
He begs them, and even
says
Mayo's
there's not
like,
going to be enough time.
And the whole time, Gossett Jr. standing outside listening to all of this.
Right there. Yeah.
And we don't really see what goes down, because he walks in and he goes, there's always one joker who thinks he's smarter than me. And he has the other guys leave, so he's alone with Mayo. And then immediately it's like everybody else gets to leave for the weekend, but Mayo has to do 100 mud push-ups, Jamie.
Yeah. Well, not just mud push-ups. He's spraying him with a hose before they do the mud push-ups. He's got to march, get a hose in the face. Then he's got to, while doing some kind of chant or cheer, is what I wrote down.
There's a lot of chants and cheers.
Then he's got to do some push-ups in the mud without eyeballing the sergeant, who starts getting a little like heady with him about his past. Like, I know why you're here.
Oh, yeah.
You're trying to be like your dad, and you can't.
Yeah, he's like, your mom killed herself. I'm like,
he's like, I saw your file.
Right.
And he's really trying to kind of get in his head about things. And Mayo's just staying strong. He's doing his push-ups. He's dipping his face in the mud per request.
He has to lay on his back. I guess it's core work where you
leg lifts.
You
He's
put
got to
your
do
legs,
these leg lifts. Yeah. They don't look comfortable. Marching on the beach, and he's like, "Aren't you want to give up?" And he's like, "No, I'm not. I'm not going to give up." And it's when he's doing these terrible core leg lifts that he finally has his breakdown. Like you said, not a good crier.
Were you
But you know
okay?
what?
I was going to ask
Yeah.
you. Were you buying this emotion? It's hilarious.
I
It's
mean,
really funny.
it's an ugly cry.
It
He's
is.
like, he goes, because again, the Sergeant Foley's like, you just got to leave. You just come on. If you just stop right now, then we'll end this, and this torture can stop. And I won't. And he's like, I got nowhere else to go. I got nowhere else to go. I got nothing.
He's crying. His eyes are all squinty and shut. He's like, oh. It's not like in the first Rambo, he has that really sad Vietnam freak out, and it's like weird emotional Stallone, which I'm still uncomfortable with. Yeah. But I'm totally buying it from Sly. He's not selling this at all. This is beyond what he's capable of, I believe, as an actor.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's from the crunches hurting his tummy, and it's hard to cry with the tight abs. Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but that's all it takes, because then Lou Gossett Jr. is like, all right, get up. You're good. Fine.
Yeah. Well, he looks at him. I think that this was again. There's moments where Sergeant Foley does have the kind of heart that a sergeant can have. So basically, he sees that this guy is just broken, and it almost is satisfying to him.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, fine. You'll just wash the latrines with your toothbrush. Go get your toothbrush and go back.
Yeah.
It's not like he lets him off easy.
No.
All right, I didn't know that was you were so sad,
right. Also, I did like this part. After they kind of like make up, well, suddenly Oklahoma and the two ladies come by on a boat.
Oh, yes. And
they're mooning him.
Yeah.
And I love how later he talks to her about it, and she's like, oh, we were so drunk. And I'm like, you were driving a boat. It seems so dangerous.
That was another thing that I think Sergeant Foley had another moment where he's like, oh, look, he is starting to make friends.
Right.
And he kind of says something like, your friends are idiots or assholes or whatever. But I think he's got a moment where he's like, oh, look, this guy is,
Because I think deep down, I mean, you want everybody to make it through. Unless, except for David Caruso, you want that guy gone. You want him dead, actually.
Or you'll choke him out with your bare hands.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. But everybody else, I think secretly you're rooting for.
You're hoping. Yes. And there's always one, just like he said, like there's always one that tries to get me. There's always one that I'm sure in some way you just are like extra rooty for.
Definitely. Yes.
And after they have their karate fight, which we'll get into, I think even more so. There's just respect is continually earned.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
And so again, I think he earned a little bit respect, seeing like, oh look, he is making bonds and making friends.
Yeah.
The married guy's kind of rude to him because he's shining the floors with his toothbrush, and he walks right on the floors he's shining, and he's like,
right on it.
But
then what does he see when he gets in?
The buckles.
He sees that he has a bunch of pre-shined buckles for him.
He feels kind of bad about it.
I guess so. Yeah.
Because again, he's starting to see the error of his ways. He's starting to see that teamwork makes the dream work, and that
yes. And again, like, I don't want to blame him. If Robert Loggia was my father, am I like butting up to anybody?
I'd be a little right. I'd have a little bit of issues, right?
Mm-hmm. And I do mean Robert Loggia, the actor. I don't mean the
the character. Yeah, totally. More face eating and heavy breathing. There must be more love scenes.
This is sexy time. We do see some nudity here. We see some buns.
This.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
In my notes.
You find this hilarious. Whatever's happening.
This is where there again. There's some more face eating, some more sexy time, lots more Debra Winger nipple, and she's there. They again. It's like sexy making out, but then they're also having these giggle times and these fun times. So you're seeing them how they're like.
It's very sweet.
Yeah, they have this nice connection. But she's kind of sitting on him straddled and naked, and he's sitting upright on the bed. And his hand did you notice this too?
No,
his hand is cupping her butt cheeks, but it looks like he's moving around because they're talking and laughing and they make the jokes. It looks like he's putting his finger up her butt. At one point, I was like,
I did not.
And then for you to say they didn't get along, I'm like, I wonder if Gere did that on purpose to be like, oh yeah, mess you up, Winger.
I assume you didn't like this.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I did not notice that, but it is pretty funny.
I put it in my notes. I noticed it. So, but anyway,
you could say that he put it in her notes. So, yeah.
Right in the tush hole there.
But it is very sweet because you're right. Like they're having sex and then they're talking and then they're laughing
They
and
giggle.
it's just, yeah.
Right. You can see they have it's more than just, again, physical attraction.
Yes.
He's inspiring her, telling her that she should do and get what she wants out of life, right?
Yeah, can I read you a line I wrote down that makes zero sense? Yeah. She goes, I'd love to join the program and fly, but you know what these magazines say about how tough it is for a girl.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I was like,
she reads a
what
lot of magazines. Even earlier.
Like, is Cosmo? She once references Cosmo. Yeah. I'm like, is Cosmo talking about how tough the Navy is for women?
Earlier, that's when she's given him advice about like picturing himself just doing the job, and she gets it from Cosmo.
Yeah.
So I think, again, she's meant to be like a small town girl that gets her in. She also says, and then I did the math, I'm like, well, your mom seems young. Because she's like, my mom, I look at my mom and she's 39 years old and she goes to the factory every day. And I'm like, your mom seems kind of young because you seem like you're 35.
Oh, yeah, when she said that age. And then I looked and I was like, I don't think Grace Zabriskie ever been 39 years old. This woman's looked 50 her entire life.
But yeah, so she's feeling, and then, what's this next? He's feeling, he tells her about his mom's suicide. Yeah. So they do some shares here. She shares about how
didn't leave a note.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And but then even like their sweet conversation becomes like combative because once he starts talking about his mom, then he shifts into like, well, you know what they say, you're all alone in this world. And she even says something like, I bet a lot of people buy that bullshit from you. Like, she's not buying it from him, but he's like, he doesn't want her to get too close, but really they do like each other. Like the whole time you're like, I think, you're not surprised when they end up together at the end of this movie because it's a movie, but also the whole time. And I think that's kind of why I really like this. The whole time I'm like, oh, these crazy kids got to get together. Like I'm really rooting for them. And I rarely do that in stupid movies because I'm like, I know where this dumb movie's going. I don't care about these characters, but I kind of totally did with these two.
You did. Yeah. You wanted to see where they were going to end up. You wanted them to stick it through. You saw this chemistry that is really very forced, little did we know.
And we have been spending so much time with Richard Gere in this movie. I found scenes like this very jarring and, welcome and refreshing because right after this, we just get the two of them. We get
the girls.
Yeah. And we get them talking about these dudes that they're seeing. And Lynette is like, well, I don't know. Maybe I should let this guy get me pregnant. I'm not really sure what to do. And they talk about this in such a matter-of-fact and nice way in that I understood who they were more and I understood the motivation because they talk as though they've been doing this a while. This is a regular thing that these two do. Who they are, yeah. And this is what made the ending even like feel worse. What happens to Oklahoma? Because she's been doing this for a while, but she's even like, I don't know, like, I kind of like this guy. Maybe I should let him get me pregnant. So it's not like she's trying to trap him. She's trying to trap him because she actually likes him. Like
she's got feelings.
It's really tough. But
complicated.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Complicated. Yeah. Well, the feelings become more. It's clearly more than just fucking around.
Right.
To put it Frenchly, because
I don't know why. I'm sorry. Frenchly really tickled me. I like that.
Mayo goes to dinner.
Oh, I love this.
At Right? He goes to
Yes.
dinner at Debra Winger's house.
Yeah.
Which is an awkward dinner because she's got a sister that's drooling over him. I think it's a sister.
She's got a mom that's drooling
The
over
mom
him.
is drooling over him. The dad, stepdad, is just pissed that he even
Oh yeah.
exists.
The-
being as polite as he can
Oh my
be,
God.
but
The mom, Grace Zabriskie, is this actress, and you see her in a bunch of stuff. She's from Twin Peaks. That's where I know her. Her eyes are like googling around in her head.
yeah.
Like she cannot stop looking at Richard Gere throughout dinner. It's very funny. It's very cute, and it paints a situation like a real life scenario for Debra Winger's character, but also the fact that this like stepdad is, I'm like, God damn it, she's got to get out of here. Like she has to get out of this place.
Yeah, he is bad news. The dinner is in some ways adorable, but also a bit embarrassing for her and very awkward. And so when it's time to go, she walks him out. And this is when she tells him, well, that's actually my stepdad. And she shows him a picture of her dad, who was also
he's all dressed in his little white uniform, and he
was
knocked
also
up
an
her
officer,
mom,
right?
But then he took off, and I don't know. She said, I never saw him, right? Okay, yeah. And you got I know she had to tell him this. But if you're Richard Gere now, you're starting to freak out. Like now you're like, wait a second. I've heard about these ladies tricking guys in, and
this is
that
like,
doesn't mean they tricked them.
literally-
Like you could still leave, I guess, and just leave a kid.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's he looks at the picture. He goes, he was an officer like me.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, well, that's why my mom's so into you. And then he rides away on his motorcycle.
Yeah, this is where we get a couple of details about how after this he goes to Florida, and then he'll go to Texas, and
how
everything
much
like
travel
that.
he's
And I
got
think there's
ahead of
only
him.
3 weeks left of basic training.
Time's getting short. And she seems to be realistic. Like she's not saying, I'll come with you, or she knows that the time they have is the time they have, or at least she says that she knows that.
Yeah, kind of. But she's even like, hey, just make sure
she's falling for him.
Call me. And he's like, I don't know. I'm going to be real busy these last 3 weeks.
Right. Exactly.
He takes off.
After this, and then, And then she's at the factory, and her mom is basically tells her, like, you can't do it to him. Don't trap him. Don't do it. She's like, I'm not that kind of girl. She really doesn't seem. She seems like she's a little more level-headed and wouldn't really do that. But is also sort of vexed, if you will, because she really does have feelings for him. Yeah. And it's hard for her because she loves him and she wants him to choose her.
Yes.
And she kind of says as much to her mom when her mom is like, you just got to let him go. You just got to forget it.
She's going to, she threatens to like go after him or something.
Yes.
She's very cute. She's wearing like her little Newsies cap that I guess she works in outside. Yeah. I like how there's just some other random woman that works there that's just giving them the straight dope at the lunchroom.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that one lady that is just like, she's like, this is what they do. They love them and leave them. Right. You better be prepared for it. Oh, yeah? You think you're in love? Well, he doesn't love you.
There's also something very sweet and also sad about this small town, how you have to work the same job that your mom works. Like you're just working with your mom and your best friend and some random miserable woman.
This is the only job the ladies have in town.
It appears that's all you can do.
That's why they're all looking to land an officer and move and travel.
Yeah.
So now we have dinner with Oklahoma's parents.
Yeah.
And I guess they're in town for graduation's coming up. I don't know. It's not necessarily graduation.
We're way before graduation.
Yeah. But they take the two boys out to dinner. And his dad's kind of a dick. His dad is just like, and the mom's kind of just vacant. Again, I guess they lost a son, so it's hard for them to connect. And
I'm sure. And I mean, they appear to be from money. They appear to be wealthy. I mean, it's like a fancy dinner, and he's a big military guy or whatever. And they start talking about this girl that Oklahoma's going to marry when he gets home. Yeah. And even Richard Gere said, they're like, well, that's
you didn't tell me about her. Yeah.
Yes.
He's like, you didn't tell me. He's like, oh yeah, she's really nice. And she's super pretty, and she works with special needs kids.
Yes.
everybody loves her. So why wouldn't I love her?
Everybody loves her. Do you? Yeah. Everybody loves her.
Yeah. That's how he
It's really funny.
Like,
yes.
Yeah, that's what Richard Gere's like, okay, but do you love her? And he's like, well, sure, she's lovable. Like,
sure, everybody does.
He also finds out it was his brother's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is the brother who passed. It's very weird. It's
what
weird
a crazy life that has been arranged for this guy.
Well, that's why he has the ending that he has, I suppose.
I understand.
So at the bar now, Richard Gere's are back at the bar hanging out, and it seems like Debra Winger's taken the hint and she's moved on. She's at the bar and she's kind of flirting and hanging out with a different guy.
Because they're like, hey, she's with a teacher.
Yeah.
So I guess she's like, I don't know. I guess before the influx of new recruits, I'll go after the teachers or something.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, they have a cute little thing at the jukebox because she goes over to play a song and he goes over and they talk about graduation and she's like, I'm getting a raise and everything like that.
Yeah, like things are looking good. And he thanks her for helping him get through everything. And she has a very like, well, you know what? It's what we did. We just, it was fun.
Right.
That's what happens. And it's fine. Totally trying to cover up her feelings while he's being a little bit vulnerable. And then she just looks at him and she says, well, goodbye. Good luck to you.
Yeah, I got to go. I'm here on a date. See ya. And then I like how he walks back to the bar and he's like, hey, leave the bottle. I don't think you can do that at a bar, Jamie. You can't just get a bar, right? And like, how much do you pay for that? How does a bartender charge you for the whole bottle?
I guess it's just, I don't know.
It's a movie thing. It's got to be a movie thing. There's no way.
You try it when you go in.
I'm not. When I go to the train.
That's how you get your train booze. Go to a bar first, buy a bottle at the bar, and then bring that said bottle on the train.
Will do.
Well, Lynette, her friend there.
She's late.
She is late with her period. Not late to dinner.
Nope.
Late for her period. And she's in a hotel room with Oklahoma, and he's questioning, well, how late? What late? What talk to me about this late? And she's like, you know what? We're not going to talk about it. And even if we were going to talk about it, what would you do? He's like, well, I would be there with you. I would be there with you to get the abortion.
Yes.
I would want you to be supported through that medical procedure.
He has such a positive attitude about this. It is kind of shocking.
And he comes at it from like I'm doing the right thing here. Like, of course I wouldn't just leave you. I would.
Right.
And I was like, oh, he's going to say he loves her and he wants to, and he says, I would stick with you for the abortion. And you could tell that's not the response she wanted.
No, she wasn't hoping for that one. No.
And she's kind of just like, well, we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll talk about this later. Go ahead, because I think your buddy wants to break the obstacle course record for some reason. So let's cut to the final obstacle course.
Oh, boy.
Oh, and he's breaking the records. He's getting cheered on as he passes people. They're like, yeah, go for it, man. And he sees that Seeger, if we didn't talk about it before, Seeger had a bit of an issue climbing up the wall.
She can't get up the wall.
Earlier.
She doesn't have the upper. I wouldn't be able to get up the wall. Well, maybe.
God.
I don't know.
There's
maybe.
no way. I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to look at you like that. Like, there's no way you can do it, but I don't think we could do it. I have a feeling we'd have a hard time. But what does he do? He stops. He's about to break the record. He stops and turns around and goes back. And it's not like he helps her. It's not like he pushes her over the wall or something.
He encourages her
just
verbally.
there to encourage her. It's so sweet. It's wonderful. Like, it's really, really nice.
It is.
I like it. We've seen him go full circle in this movie.
It's a beautiful growth that we get to witness, right?
Yeah. He yells, walk that wall at her probably 25 times in a row in this movie.
Yeah. He drill sergeants her to a degree. He turns into, he has this moment where,
This is another kind of funny. I know this is not played for laughs at all, but I love he and Seeger finally cross. Everybody's jumping around them happy. He looks over and he sees Oklahoma standing, looking at the ocean, looking all bummed out. And he goes over and Oklahoma goes, Lynette's pregnant. And Catholic. I was like, I say no more. I know what the problem is here. And this is when Richard Gere starts to kind of like act like a dick. We just saw him turn his character around and rally around his people. Immediately he's like, well, you know what? Is everything in this world your responsibility?
Yeah.
This is not. And I'm like, what? not everything in the world, but I think this might be his
Well,
responsibility.
I think he's mad because he takes on so much. He sees his friend taking on so much, and
Yes.
so. But you're right. This
Yeah.
is like, come on, buddy.
Yeah.
But he goes to oh yeah, because he's like, you've got a responsibility to yourself.
Yes.
That's who you need to be responsible for. Because he's like, yeah, Oklahoma's like, I can't just let her have the baby, and then to know that my child is out here somewhere. I'm not just gonna let that happen. So I want to do the right thing.
I do love how he yells, "You got her pregnant," in the middle of the cafeteria or the mess hall or whatever. Yeah. Everybody stops talking and all look at him.
Well, is that before or after? Because then they do that air pressure.
This is now it happens. And I had no idea what was happening.
No, they're in this
What is this?
I guess this is like what happens when you're in I don't know. They're in a room where it's a test. It's another one of these tests that they have to go through.
It's a test, but do they just have an odd number of people? Because most of them get paired up to play patty cake with someone across from them.
And I guess that's meant to like keep your awareness going.
Sure.
Just keep playing patty cake.
But why is he meant to hold a deck of Oklahoma has a deck of cards, and he just has to pick up a card and
say what it is? Yeah.
What? Why is he doing something different than everyone else?
I'm not questioning the exercise. I'm not a military person.
Our military experts need to get in. Please tell me if this is a real thing.
Is this a real thing?
And please tell me if it is kind of as fun as it looks until he freaks out. Because the patty cake people are laughing hysterically. They think
they're kind of getting a little high. Yeah, they're a little, right? But then when Oklahoma starts to lose it.
He's got a lot going on.
Yeah. Well, and right away, Richard Gere goes with his signature move.
Okay. Yeah. Is he gonna put a little oxygen mask on him, or is he gonna have sex with him? You have no idea.
I know,
when he starts doing that.
Wondering. But he does. He helps him out, and then they say, because it's all they're watching, the sergeant's watching, and they look on and they say, he's okay, he's coming out, but he's okay. And then
the next day we're meant to believe that Oklahoma has been kicked out. That's what we're meant to believe for just a second.
He comes out in his civilian clothes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Richard Gere's raising the flag, as you do in the mornings, I guess. It's part of one of your jobs. And Oklahoma comes out in civilian clothes, and he's like, "What is this? What is this about?" They could not, and he's Richard Gere or Mayo gets pissed at Sergeant Foley and starts yelling at him and is like, you had to know that he's got a lot of pressure on his mind. His girlfriend is pregnant and he's trying to figure that out. And he's the best guy out here. And how could you do this to him? And how could you? And then all of a sudden Oklahoma says, no.
Yeah.
I decided I quit.
Mm-hmm.
This was my decision.
Yep.
I don't want to do this.
And then I also found this funny too. I shouldn't be laughing at these parts of the movie. And then he like runs off like a little angry child. He runs off, and then Richard Gere like runs after him.
Yeah,
I found it hilarious. I don't know why I thought it was so funny that these grown men get upset and just like run away off into the woods or whatever.
What do you do?
Yes, it's really
Oklahoma goes to Lynette's house.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
she lives in sort of this shack situation.
It's like a dilapidated screen-in porch, that's for sure.
And he basically proposes, and I think she tells him before he even proposes.
She is very excited at first.
Yes. Well, first she says there is no baby, and he doesn't mind that. He wants to get married anyway. She says there's no baby, but he proposes anyway. And again, at first she's looking at the ring and she can't believe it, and she says, "I can't believe I'm gonna be, the wife of an officer. This is her dream." She
my God, yeah.
This is everything she could have ever wanted. He says, "Well, no, I'm not. I quit, but we might have to go home. Things might be tight for a little while. We're gonna have to live with my parents, but I could get a job." Does he say it like the local Kmart? Where does he say?
I think it's Sears. He's like, Sears. I go back to my job at Sears. Things will be tight for a little while.
And you could see her like dreams of traveling and It just gets crushed. Because like, does she even say like, where do we go first? Italy? She's all excited.
Yeah.
And yeah, slowly she looks right
Yeah.
at him and she says, "No, I'm meant to marry an officer.
Yeah.
I'm
She's
meant
like,
to."
I don't want to marry you. I want to
Mhm,
live abroad. I got to
mhm.
marry an officer.
And
And
he's crushed.
yeah, and I don't think this movie is trying to paint Lynette as a villain, and I don't think it does because I totally understand every character in this movie and why they do what they do. Like, I
Yeah.
want to blame Lynette, but also I'm like, I don't know. I saw that screened porch. Like, I totally get it.
Yeah,
You
she
gotta
wants a
get
better
out of
life.
here.
She wants a
Yes.
pilot husband and she wants
Yeah.
a better life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so, yeah, she tells him no, and his sweetheart just can't
No.
take it.
Yep.
Right away, he buys he goes to a hotel to get a room, and
Yeah.
he shows the front desk guy the ring and then swallows he says, "Doesn't you think that's pretty, the ring he
Uh-huh.
proposed with?" Swallows the ring with a swig of booze.
Yeah.
And the desk guy at the hotel's just like, "All
Too,
right.
like I was like, oh, you
All
can get them all.
right. Yeah.
We get all kinds here at this
Yeah.
hotel.
Uh-huh.
But and again, I don't know how the military works, but Louis Gossett Jr., you are on the doorstep of graduation.
Mhm.
And I understand that his entire life has come crashing down around
Oh
him.
yeah, that's a
But in
big
my stupid mind, I'm like, I bet you could go back and get in. Like, I
well,
bet you
he's
could just
not
be like,
well, that's what she says too. She yells at him like, "Who leaves 13 weeks in, 12
right.
weeks in? Like
Yeah.
they're almost
Uh-huh.
done here." And he's left, and that also is yes. And you're right. I feel like he
Yeah.
could have went back and been like, you know what? Because like Richard Gere had said, or like I was going to call him Foley.
Well, you can. That's
Yeah,
his name.
no, Richard Gere isn't
Oh,
Foley. Yeah.
no, no,
But
Mayo.
like
Yeah.
Richard Gere said
Yeah.
that this is one Oklahoma was one of the best students
Right.
in the
Yeah.
class or in the
Oh,
group
yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah. The Lou
Um,
Gossett Jr. never had a problem with him in this movie,
right,
ever. There was
right.
never any
No,
conflict
he's
between the two of
always
them.
doing, and he does a
Yeah.
good job on all the things.
I
Well,
know.
so uh, now nobody can get a hold
No.
of
Uh,
Oklahoma,
no.
and so
Well, they
Mayo
go to
goes.
Lynette first.
Yeah,
And,
no, they go. Well, Mayo goes and gets Paula
right,
first,
right. Yes,
and
that's what I
says,
meant.
goes right to her house and is
Uh-huh.
like, and now mind you, they hadn't talked. I think the last time they left it off was at the jukebox, and she was like
Right.
having your goodbye, and so he pulls up in his motorcycle and says, "I need your help." So they go down. They go to Lynette, and he's kind of grilling Lynette, like, "What did you say to him? What did
Yeah.
he say to you? What did you say?" And she's upset. Lynette is upset still, and she's
Yeah.
like, "There is no baby." And
Hmm.
he asked me to marry him, and I said no. And Richard Gere calls her a cunt.
Yep.
Yeah. And even
I
Deborah
like how you had to whisper, like, can you believe this?
and then even Debra Winger's like, "I can't believe you. Like
Yeah.
what is wrong? You made a big mistake here. Have you no heart?" And so they decide to go and look at him at the hotel.
Hmm.
And the discovery.
Oh,
Awful.
wow. It's really something.
Yeah,
It's super gross.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's naked and hung himself in the
Uh-huh.
shower.
Yeah.
And oh boy,
Richard Gere's like able to get him down. He like has
yeah.
to hold him
Again,
up
he
and then
holds him.
yeah, he really does. They painted his face all white. I mean,
Yeah,
I
he looks.
yeah.
It's a terrible look. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Deborah Winger's in shock and
It's
crying.
great dead acting because
Yeah.
he's being like tussled around and like
Great dead
caressed by Richard
Yeah.
Gere and like
And Richard-
smooched on the
Oh.
face by Gere.
Yeah, and Richard Gere tells him like, "Why didn't you talk to
Yeah.
me? I was your
Uh-huh.
friend. You should
Yeah.
have came to me and talked to me."
Mhm.
And this is just another traumatic event for Richard Gere. It's a trigger for him.
Yeah, sure.
Because he's sad now on the beach, and he says, "Why didn't you come talk to me? You could have at least come and said goodbye."
Mhm.
And now he's on the beach again. Beautiful beach views wherever they are. It's
Lovely.
lovely. Yeah. He sat on the beach, and she.
Guys,
I
where
think
does
this
the
is-
Navy do basic training? We might have to go there.
We're into it.
We might have to go to one of those classy hotels.
I'll get it with the kitchenette.
Right.
I'm sold. And the ocean view.
Yeah.
He's having a hard time, obviously, because the suicide, and she tells him, "You can't blame yourself for your mom's suicide, and you can't blame yourself for Oklahoma's suicide." And she tells him that she thinks she loves him.
Yeah.
And he is not here to handle this.
I love how he yells at her and he's like, you don't understand. You don't have any problems. I'm like, dude, you saw her home life. You know what's going on there.
We got some problems.
And when she says she loves him, he's like, I don't want anyone to love me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Great scene. The end. She thinks it's over. He thinks it's over. And he goes back to base. And he starts mouthing off to Lou Gossett Jr.
Well, Lou Gossett Jr. has the group, and they're doing a march, and they're outside, and he rides up next to him, and he's like, I want to talk to you now. And he's like, no, soldier, you're not going to talk to me now. You're going to talk to me when I'm done. He's like, no, I request to talk to you right now.
Yeah.
And finally, he says, okay, fine. I know what you want. Let's go.
Let's go to my murder hangar.
Yeah, they go back to that mat, the karate mat, and they just kind of beat the shit out of each other.
They do some serious karate to each other.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah. And they're both good.
Oh, they're both good. They both knock each other down several times, and then Lou Gossett Jr. I gotta say,
the balls.
it's a dirty move. That's. I don't think Debra Winger needs to worry about getting pregnant after this kick.
No.
I think it's all over for him.
Some damage has been done with that nut kick. I agree. Yeah. But it's quite the little fight. The group, the whole tribe comes to watch.
The whole tribe.
I don't know what to call them. What do you call them?
I don't know. Company? I don't know. Is that right? I have no idea. I know it's not a tribe, though. If you were in charge, you'd have to make a T-shirt, and I don't think you could say like Jamie's tribe because it seems that they're into alliteration. Like you'd have to call them like Jamie's jabronis or something. That's what they graduate with.
That'd be perfect. I love it.
Right. And now we just watched him like get seriously nut crunched.
Yeah.
And he was on the ground like crying, spitting out blood. And it's graduation time, Jamie. And I love this reveal. They show everyone before they show him. They really leave you in suspense for a little while. Yeah, you're like,
so did he? And he did make it. He did make it. And they have a nice graduation ceremony. They're united as a group at the ceremony. Then after the ceremony, sort of out in the field, they do
I do love how they get to throw their hats in the air. I find it very cute.
It's adorable.
I was like, that's kind of like too cute for the military, but okay, it's fine.
But they were excited, and it's only, I guess they do just small group ceremonies because it's just their little groups.
It appears they graduate 14 people at a time.
And then there's the thank you. I don't know. Is he handing this? Or they go up to the sergeant
They're
on the
handing
steps
him
of
something. I'm sure it's something they got like when they got off the bus or something.
Some sort of paper diploma exchange. And they each sort of thank him and he thanks them. And this is a very touching moment when Richard Gere gets up to the sergeant and he says, I'll never forget you. And you could see that Louis Gossett Jr. is almost holding back some emotion, right?
But what is his response? It's great. He goes, I know.
Yeah.
Which I found that hilarious. It's like, that's great. I understand there's more behind your eyes, but that's the only response he can give.
The next one up after why do I keep flaking out on their names? Jesus,
Mayo?
After Mayo comes up and there's that whole interaction. It's the little guy.
Yeah, it's the little
Hispanic guy.
Yeah.
And now he's thinking that the reason Foley is teary-eyed is because he's coming up. Not the case, though. No. Not the case. But we're not done here. We got to wrap up one more relationship here.
Right, yes. But this is where he very quickly rides his motorcycle and sees Lou Gossett feeding the same lines to a new group of recruits. It's really fun. I love it. I'm like, this guy has not missed a beat.
Right.
He just does the same thing over and over again.
He's got the same routine.
He's got it down. He can't wait. Right now, he's looking at them. He's like, who am I going to karate choke in this group? But yes, we have one more thing, and it's a great ending. I'd say it's a great ending.
He goes.
I'm sure people may think it's cheesy, but the music,
Love lift us up where we belong. That's the song.
They must have played the intro to that song. I think they play it when he rides onto the base. And
We
every time they played it, I was like, is this Love Lift Us Up Where We
It
Belong?
sure is.
And when we don't hear lyrics till the very end of
till
this
the
movie.
end, yeah. And he goes, she's working in the factory. This is life now, right? She's accepted it. She had tried earlier. There was this whole over graduation. She tries to call, and he says he's not there, and then he
Right,
decides
yes.
it's like a game. So she does think that she does try to get in touch with him graduation day.
Right.
And he is gone and even leaves a message for her, tell her I'm already left. So she's sort of devastated because she loves him. And she even has a moment, I think, where she cries in her mom's arms and is like, it does hurt. It hurts and it sucks. But now she's back at the factory working and she's got to do her thing. But he comes up. He comes up right behind her. Everyone, the mom,
Lynette's there.
Lynette sees it. So, and he just whisks her up, carries her out of the factory.
Yeah.
Love lift us up
sweet.
where we belong.
You know, it's giving all of those factory workers such high hopes. Though,
Yeah.
which,
They're like, we too. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it. It's like a freeze frame on them walking out.
Yep.
And like I said, Jamie, I loved it. I loved it.
Loved it. But what was your...
Maybe I'm way off base, but I had a great time with this. I really did.
I think it is a good movie. Like, you can't not say... Barrett kept saying that after. He's like, you gotta say it's a good movie. Like, you can't not watch and say it's not a good... Like, even before he's like, have fun talking about that great movie. And I was like...
You know what? I wouldn't have thought this, but maybe this is a movie for guys. Maybe this is a man's movie.
Well, it is very, the acting is really good. I did enjoy the story. You're right. There, you want to know what's going to happen next. The ending, lovely. The relationship's great. I just think I don't care for Richard Gere.
Right. No, and I get that. And I think that he's outclassed by Lou Gossett Jr. anytime they're on screen together. And, he is kind of a weird, weak link of the movie.
I mean, he's getting outacted.
He's getting outacted by a corpse at the end of this movie.
I think he does
fine.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I just think it's something like, I don't think it would be the same movie at all, but
go ahead. Who are we casting?
Well, I mean, can you see, let me think.
We can't use Christopher Reeve for every movie, but we could use him for this. Like, again, I really do think
what a difference.
He should be in everything. Like, anytime I think who would make this better, I think now the answer is always Christopher Reeve.
Christopher Reeve, yeah. Well, can you imagine?
Oh,
then I'm gaga. Although I don't know, I don't believe Christopher Reeve's father would treat him so bad.
Kid, I'm going to turn my life around too. You've inspired me.
Jeff Goldblum, too awkward. You're not part of this.
Way too.
I don't know. Maybe Richard.
That would lean more into Stripes.
But I can't.
No,
say
I know what you're saying.
I can't say I didn't like it. I can't say that it wasn't a good movie. It's not my type. And if technically he is an orphan, right? I guess technically you would think.
I wrote that in my notes, and then I was like, well, I mean, he does have a father.
He does have a father,
his father's still around.
I mean, maybe if he had a dog companion. I don't know. I would still give it like a solid 7 or 8 because it was a good movie.
Oh, all right.
But I'm not like
that's really good.
I could tell you're like, I'll watch it again. I'll watch it again on Pluto.
I will never watch this again on Pluto. There's no way. I can't sit through those commercials ever again.
Well, but I do have. I mean, it's kind of a suggestion. It's kind of because it's a love story, but it's a recent watch. I just watched that Sing Song Blue, that movie with Kate Hudson.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's actually really good. She's nominated for an award. And she does a fantastic job, actually. And it's really funny because it's about it's a true story about a couple that were a Neil Diamond tribute band. You need to see it because even when we were first watching it, we were like, "What is this? Is this?" And but it's a beautiful love story. It is their love story of this man because it's a man and a woman. It's not just him doing Neil Diamond. He does, but she's part of the band too, and they're down on your luck kind of people. They seem like they lived in the town where they did the training, maybe.
Oh, that was their screened-in porch.
Yes, exactly. Right. And so the love of Neil Diamond and touring and it's based on a true story, which is really it was very good. It was good. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I forget the actor's name is in it, but he's you would know him, and I just can't think of him right now.
And you do have to, if you're ever recommending a movie to me, and it is a Kate Hudson movie, you do have to say it's a Kate Hudson movie, but it's actually good. I am not a fan of hers.
I'm not either.
I don't know why I don't like her. There's just something about her that I'm not
I've never really been into her other movies, and I don't really. And even when we went to put this one on, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. It feels like it's gonna be a little hokey and a little cheesy, and it does. It has a little bit, but she does a really great job, and it's a sweet little love story. And when you find out it's a real story, you're just like, well, look at that.
All right. Okay.
Anyway,
cool.
What's yours?
Maybe I'll check it out. I have a It's only because I just watched this. You recommended something that people should watch. I'm gonna recommend something, and I'm going to be like, most people probably shouldn't watch this.
Oh, okay.
I was watching a movie, and then there was a special feature on the movie, and it was only like 14 minutes long, and I watched it. It was crazy. So I'm going to recommend a director. This guy's name is Fabio Scaccioli.
Oh, he sounds Italian.
Yes. He makes these like hallucinatory short films.
Okay.
It's something to avoid if you have epilepsy, first of all.
Okay.
It's just flashing images. Like there's an old movie, it's called Carnival of Souls. It's an old horror movie. It's kind of goofy. He took this and just chopped it up, and it's just scenes overlaid with other scenes and frenetic, like moving, and the soundscape is horrifying. It was very scary. Yeah. And I watched it, and then I found all this guest stuff on YouTube, and everything's like 5 minutes long, and it's so weird. If you're into like trippy shit, I'd say check it out.
Then check it out. Okay.
Yeah, it's very strange, but I wanted to put it out there because I just saw it and I was like, this is insane that stuff like this is made and is out there for people to consume.
All right. So check out the weird stuff. Love Doug.
Oh boy. Wow. Yeah. I think this is a long one. This is a long episode, I believe.
Yeah, well, it was a long movie, and there's a lot to take in, and you loved it so much.
So before we announce what we're doing, are you cool with me announcing what you said we would watch if I could find out that it's easily consumable?
Yes, I am.
It's almost like I just didn't want to name all the other movies, or almost as if I forgot what the other movies were. But it is Black History Month, and it is something that we do from time to time. Most months, or most Februaries, we do try and choose a movie that has a lot of black actors or directed by a black director. And so we're going to do one, Jamie, you put this on your list a long time ago of like, I don't know, potentially, maybe we could watch this movie. We're going to watch Brother from Another Planet.
It's a sci-fi.
It's a sci-fi. I have heard this title my whole life, I'm going to say. I emerged from the womb and somebody told me this was a movie. Yeah. I remember seeing the VHS box art and everything. Sure. I don't know how I have avoided it this long in my life, but unlike The Dark Crystal, I'm finally going to watch this movie. But yeah, we're going to watch Brother from Another Planet. I don't know if it's a comedy with a name like that. I would think it should be funny.
It should be a little. I don't know. I think they're taking themselves a little seriously, though. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I can't wait to watch it. Thank you for listening, everybody. Follow us on all of the social media things. If you are listening to us anywhere you get podcasts, leave us a review. If you watch us on YouTube, comment, leave us a review. This camera, it's something
so much fun.
God, this was the craziest it's ever been. I don't know what you did. Click a button that said enhance.
I gotta check that feature. I don't know. But
all right,
I'll work it out.
Everybody, thank you for listening. We will talk to you again in 2 weeks.
Correct.
Until then, have a great 2 weeks.
Bye for now. Shh. Hold on, I think I did. Hold on.